Perfect. Good morning, everyone. My name is Christina Araoka, and for our welcoming hymn, we'll be singing Swimming to the Other Side. Please rise in mind, body, or spirit, and join us in singing.
Good morning. For the next 28 minutes, welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation in Fullerton, California, an inclusive community dedicated to building a better world. Whoever you are, whoever you love, however you identify, whether you're joining us in person or online, we want you to know that you are not only welcomed here, you are affirmed here, and we want this place to be a place of belonging. UUCF acknowledges that this land is situated in the original ancestral homelands of the Hachiman, the Kizh, and the Tongva peoples. May we have the humility and courage to help restore what has been broken and the wisdom to live into a new solidarity with indigenous communities and the earth. We have many announcements today. That means we're busy, and that's a good thing. Tomorrow night, board meeting at 7 o'clock. You, whoever you are welcome to attend. It will be online and in the Chapman Lounge tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. So we invite you to see how the sausage is made. And it's actually beautiful. It is. Okay. Also, we have volunteers needed, okay? We need you, not just on Sundays, but to help us as we continue to grow. So, we need help with the welcome table and coffee and snacks. Coffee. We need help with the tech team, so if you are tech savvy, please let us know. Social action. The Social Action Committee does so much good work, and we need help with that. The finance and budget team, safety and health team, caring committee, stewardship, these are all integral. And Mary Botts is passing around clipboards if you would like to sign up. This is the time to do so, to be more invested in what we are doing in this movement of love. Oh my gosh, we've got other things. New to UUCF workshop, religious exploration and family options or offerings, worship associates, and men's and women's and small groups. So there is a lot to do, and it is important work. So if you haven't gotten involved, we encourage you to do so that we can continue to share this, what has been a little secret in Fullerton. We want to get the message out about UUCF, and you can help do that as the clipboard is being passed around. There is still room for you and your family at the UUCF Congregation Weekend. This is at Camp de Benneville Pines next weekend, November 14th through the 16th. If you would like to go, and we still would love to have more people, please see Dale Botts. He is in the back for more information. Thanks to your generous donations, last week we were able to send a check of $857 for Hurricane Melissa relief for Jamaica and the Caribbean through AmeriCares. They have a 5-time matching grant. I did the calculation. So what that means is we have powered $4,285 in relief to Jamaica. If you were able to be here last night, the Life After War fundraiser was a major success. Thank you to all our volunteers who donated raffle items, helped with ticket sales, ushered, ran sound and lights for the performance. We are especially grateful for Ingrid Garner, who shared her creative talent to raise money for immigration services. We are able to donate more than $1,500 to immigration services. Again, following and walking the walk where service is our prayer. Speaking of, we continue to have an adopted family of 6 who is holed up in their house due to fears of ICE. I know there can be compassion fatigue. We all go through that with all of the news happening across the United States, and it's meant to do that. So we have to fight against that, and that's why you're here, to get your spirits lifted each Sunday so that we can go back into the world and make a difference. We desperately need help with this. So if you would like to donate, shop, or deliver groceries this month, please let Debbie Langenbacher know. She is right over there with a clipboard. Now, even though Pat Mannion is gone, Chris Heaton will be leading today's guided meditation class. That'll be at 1 o'clock in the choir room. Megan Watson has a special Friendsgiving meal planned for our kids and youth November 23rd. That's on a Sunday during the service. You can sign up and bring a dish to share. See, I told you there's a lot going on. Our caring listener this week is Ellie Searle. There she is. You can speak with Ellie after the service if you have any concerns or would simply like someone to talk to, and trust that what you share is always confidential. We'll be sharing joys and sorrows a little bit later in the service, so if you are in the sanctuary and you would like to share, the pink slips are in the back. You can just fill those out up to a time for all ages when the children come forward. If you are on Zoom or Facebook, I'd encourage you to get those joys and concerns in as soon as possible. They are then texted to me. I am also looking at Facebook, trying to get those in so that we can get them in on time. Now, let's talk to each other. Let's hug. Let's shake hands. 1 to 2 minutes to greet your neighbors and welcome everyone.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, I love how lively it is. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Sunday. Oh, it's so nice to see everyone. So high in energy. Great. For our hymn of the month, we'll be singing hymn number 67, We Sing Now Together. Please rise in mind, body, or spirit and join us in singing. We sing rejoicing in
I now invite Kyra to light the chalice. At times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude for those who have lighted the flame within us. In the glow of that gratitude, let our worship begin. Please join me in saying our unison affirmation. This flame affirms the light of truth, the warmth of community, and the fire of commitment. Love is the doctrine that we share, the quest for truth is our sacrament, and service is our prayer. Dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve human need. Thus do we covenant with one another.
It is our custom to provide donations of non-perishable food and personal care items to the Pathways of Hope, a local food bank. Please be sure to check the dates on your items, for we are unable to donate any items that have already expired. As the children come forward, they are asked to collect the donations placed at the end of the rows. And now the children are invited to come forward for a time for all ages.
From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday, and I'm Joy Ellis, and I am the elementary teacher. Megan is out this week, so any teens, they're happy to join us, or they can stay in the service. And today, well, this month, we're talking about nurturing gratitude, and so this week, we're talking about being grateful for the little things. So we're going to read Happy Right Now by Julie Berry. I'll be happy when I get a puppy, a unicorn, an ice cream sundae, and a castle with a friendly dragon. Or I can be happy right now. I'll be happy when the clock clicks the last second of the school day on the last Friday before vacation. Or I can be happy right now. I'll be happy when everyone adores me for being brilliant, brave, popular, and amazing. Or I can like me right now and be happy just as I am. I'll be happy when the worry monkey gets off my back, my chores are done, and nobody's grumpy. Or I can feed the worry monkey a banana and party with him on a jungle gym. We'll both be happy right now. Why not? I'll be happy when the rainstorm slows, the icicles melt, the clouds leave town, and the sun says, come play. Or I can be happy any day. In mittens, in boots, or in soaking wet puddles. Wetter is better anyway. I'll be happy when the sneezing stops. No more sniffles and drips, no coughs, no ick, and I feel better. Or I can be cozy right now and snuggle down for a sleepy snooze. And if it's up to me to choose, why lose time being gray, being blue? All I need to do is be happy right now, whatever the day, whatever the weather. But what about when happy right now is a no can do? When the troubles and sadness are much too much, and feeling my feelings is all I can do. Like a long goodbye or a puffy-eyed cry, or slow sorrows with no good answer to why. Well, that's okay too. I can breathe right now. In is 1, out is 2. Breathe again, fill my belly, let it flow out slowly. Feel my body relax, let my bones turn to jelly. Remember a now that was happy. Breathe. Borrow an old smile from a brighter day. Breathe. Know that happy will find me again soon. Give a hug and get one. Help somebody, learn something new. Draw a picture, bake a cake, talk it out, let it go. Take a nap, take 2. I'll be happy when I'm hopeful, cheerful, helpful, thankful. Reaching for happy until I can grab it. No dragons required. Thank you. And I will go to class.
Go with wisdom, go with wonder, go to greet our brother day. Learn to see the light within you as we send you on your way. Go with wisdom, go with wonder, go to greet our brand new day. Learn to see the light within you as we send you on your way.
It is now time for our joys, our concerns, and our sorrows. We begin by lighting a candle for all concerns for the larger world. Our wish for peace and justice, our hopes for the children who will inherit this complicated planet. May this candle represent all the wishes and calls to action that are more than we can articulate in this space. First of all, Veterans Day is on Tuesday, and so we give thanks for all those who have served in the armed forces. A joy from Aaron O'Donnell. Thank you, Ingrid Garner, for sharing your incredible talent with us in Eleanor's story. It was a wonderful experience. And another joy, it was a surprise to see Bruce Reebok walking in here today. We are so glad that you are back. We have missed you, and we continue to send light and love as you continue to recover. Know that you are loved and valued here. We now light one more candle for all the joys, concerns, and sorrows that remain unexpressed but are still held close to our hearts. Now please join in saying the affirmation on the screen. We join you in celebrating your joys. May you feel our love and compassion for your sorrows and concerns, for all that is spoken and unspoken. May the caring of our beloved community sustain us all.
For our next hymn, we'll be singing hymn number 175, We Celebrate the Web of Life. Please rise in mind, body, or spirit and join us in singing.
Let us now move into the spirit of meditation, reflection, and prayer. You may close your eyes, take a deep breath, whatever helps you to find your center. Jane Goodall did not have a single set of last words, but she recorded a final message for a Netflix series called Famous Last Words. Her message emphasizes that everyone has a role to play in making the world a better place, and that people should not give up despite the challenges. She also discussed her belief in that that life on earth is not the end, and that our actions here affect the next. Key themes from her final message: hope. She felt she was sent to give people hope in dark times, as hope prevents apathy and inaction. Individual impact. She stressed that each individual's life matters and that everyone has the power to make a difference through their daily choices. Environmental responsibility. She urged everyone to do everything in their power to make the world a better place, as humanity depends on Mother Nature for survival. Spiritual belief. She expressed a belief in life beyond death, where consciousness survives, and that this life on earth will make a difference in the next one. Persistence. Her final advice was, don't give up. There is a future for you. Do your best while you're still here on this beautiful planet Earth. Let us share a minute of silence. Ours is a world alive and allowed with the presence of creatures and critters. Animals abound, interwoven in our human lives and wholly independent. This is the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part. Some of us have known animals who have saved our very lives. Sometimes this is a metaphor, sometimes this is a literal fact. For so many of us, we are better human animals because we have known animals as part of our story. Animals are not only cuddly and cute companions of solace and delight, animals are deeply wild, with the capacity to defend and to kill, even the ones we have pronounced tamed. Let us always show forms of proper respect for this wild way. There is a painful reality that some animals suffer needlessly at our hands. These are animals who encounter human cruelty, left hungry and maltreated, used and mean-spirited profit, habitat stolen and built upon without regard for our shared mutual existence. Let us do what we can to be able to give thanks for animals without hypocrisy or heartless dominance. There are animals in our daily lives whose labor makes our own lives easier, safer, more accessible. Animals who lend us their fur or hair or feathers or fleece or milk or eggs that we might be sustained without their loss of life. Animals whom we raise or hunt. May it always be compassionately and with respect for the wider web, though we know this is mostly not the case. Those lives are sacrificed, and some of us eat to cover our bodies. May we move closer to the ideal to live lightly on the earth, taking only what we must and no more. We affirm with humility their place in the interdependent web, the impulse of humans to live in right relation with all other animals on this earth. May we honor our best presence as part of the animal family.
Dogs are angels that you can actually see. Their love is unconditional. If you were to look at my Facebook page or Instagram page, you would see that these two are the stars. That's Oliver, and that's a Chewy, not a cigar. And that's Charlie, who is barking a little bit higher this week because he had the surgery. They are what we call Velcro dogs. Always attached, always ready to give love. My husband, Michael, and myself joke that it's their house and we just live there. Oh, they are cute, aren't they? You're going to look at them instead of me. Go to the title page. Dogs and kids, right? It came as a surprise to me that Jane Goodall in her Netflix special said that dogs were her favorite animals, not chimpanzees. Definitely not humans. And her wish after dying was to be greeted by her favorite dog, Rusty. She said the reason why she loves dogs is, quote, because dogs have taught me so much. And dogs are so faithful, and dogs give unconditional love, and I don't like to think of a world without dogs. She goes on to say, a dog always has hope for humanity, and it's where you can see God, literally in an animal. Jane's special and Life on Netflix were a masterclass in the power of hope and gratitude. Our Soul Matters theme for November is appropriately gratitude. Gratitude is much more than just being thankful. It is also something radical. Gratitude. Not the polite kind, not the kind we feel obligated to express in a thank you card or at the table during Thanksgiving. We're talking about the kind of gratitude that roots itself deep in our bones, the kind that comes not from having everything go right, but from really waking up to the truth that this life, even in its struggles and imperfection, is an astonishing gift. And Jane Goodall's gratitude was the kind she felt deeper in her bones, and it fueled her hope and her service. In our Unitarian Universalist tradition, gratitude isn't framed as something we should show and perform to prove our worth. It's something we grow into, a way of seeing, a way of loving, a way of acting. And maybe most importantly, a way of responding to this world. Because when we begin with gratitude, genuine, vulnerable, clear-eyed gratitude, it changes how we believe and how we act. We begin to see our connection to others. We begin to understand that we didn't build this life alone. We breathe air we didn't create. We drink water we didn't purify. We walk on land shaped by time, held by ecosystems we didn't control, and land that we conquered so unjustly. With gratitude, we live in relationship and interconnectedness, whether we notice it or not. Jane Goodall once said that she owed everything to her mom. Her mom didn't discourage her from spending hours in a hen house watching a chicken lay an egg. She was just 4 years old when she did that. Most parents would have scolded her for wandering off as she snuck into the hen house. But her mother let her sit and watch. That moment, Jane said, was when she learned that patient observation could lead to discovery. In a way, her whole life unfolded from that idea that if you pay attention, really pay attention, the world will reveal its truths to you. When she arrived in what would become Gombe Stream National Park in Tanzania, Jane was a young woman with no scientific degree and no academic credentials. But she had an immense capacity to see what others had missed. not because she had more knowledge or a degree, but because she brought more reverence to what was seen. She didn't observe the chimpanzees with cold detachment. She watched them with wonder, and wonder made her better at science than most scientists. She saw that these chimpanzees used tools, something that scientists at the time believed only humans could do. She saw them grieve. She saw them nurture. She saw them show compassion. She saw them angry and violent. She saw them as complex, having complex relationships. She saw and she listened and she learned. And from the beginning, Jane Goodall approached that work not with superiority, but with gratitude, as though it were a privilege to witness the lives of these animals. And that's what made her extraordinary. Her heart, her spirit, and her mind. See, she wasn't just studying chimpanzees. She was in relationships with them. The more time she spent there at the park, the more Jane began to see a wider story unfolding, one that included the sad and horrific things: deforestation, poaching, and habitat destruction. She saw that the beauty she loved was under threat, and she realized that if she remained silent, her gratitude would become hollow. I want to say that again. She realized that if she remained silent, her gratitude would become hollow. So she did something she had never imagined doing, and something that was very difficult for her: to go back to humanity, to leave the forest, and to start speaking out. First to scientists, then to governments, and eventually to classrooms, stadiums, and auditoriums across the world. In the last few decades of her life, Jane traveled nearly 300 days a year. She didn't have to. She could have stayed home. There was a movie about her. She'd written books. She was good. But she felt a sense of purpose. Not because she wanted fame or attention, but because she loved our planet. And she believed that if people could see what she had seen, they might love it more too. Just like gratitude, there's a hollow love that leads to complacency, a feeling of, isn't that lovely? That then ends itself. Jane's love and her gratitude led to even more commitment, even in her 90s. A commitment to young people, to animals, to ecosystems. She saw her role not just as a scientist, but as a translator. Someone who could speak between species and also between generations. And again, she urged people not to give up. She said, "What you do makes a difference. And you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make." In early October, Goodall and her students from Altadena, Pacific Palisades, and LA County were set to kick off TREAMS, short for Trees and Dreams, the student-led movement with the goal of planting 5,000 trees over the next few years. But on the morning of October 1st, Goodall met her dog, Rusty. She died in Pasadena, getting ready to plant trees where they had been burned. And as her wish, Netflix released a special titled Famous Last Words, Dr. Jane Goodall. If you haven't seen it, watch it tonight. It'll be a blessing. It has instructions, and it gives hope. And it was, for someone so powerful, it was quiet and intimate. One final conversation recorded in the last days of her life to be aired after her death. There's a moment in that interview where the director steps out of the room. It is just her and the camera and us. She leans forward gently, and she speaks to us as though we are family and friends. She said, "You may not know it, you may not find it, but your life really matters. And every single day you live, you make a difference. You get to choose the difference that you make." We are human beings, not human doings. If you feel like you're not doing enough, that's okay, that's good instruction. But that you are enough and that you are loved. So, what difference are you going to make? You may be asking yourself, what will I do with the gift of this day? How will I live as someone who matters? Again, she didn't say this with pressure or guilt. And we do not, this is a guilt-free pulpit. We've all gone through enough guilt. She wasn't trying to motivate with fear. She said it as someone who had spent her life paying attention. Someone with wisdom who had learned over and over that small acts matter. That even the tiniest choices to protect a tree, to adopt a dog or a cat, to listen to a child, to pick up a piece of trash would cause a positive butterfly effect, a ripple outward in ways that, yes, will make a difference, but that we will never see. Just like her, making a difference in that last special, knowing she'll probably never see that. Her big thing was to warn us about apathy. to not lose hope. Timely, right? She said, if you lose hope, you become apathetic and do nothing. And if you do nothing, the damage continues. Do your best, she said, while you're still on this beautiful planet Earth. What a prayer that is. Do your best while you're here, while you can make a difference. Not a prayer asking for answers, but a prayer that cracks open our hearts. They're already broken, so let it come in. Now let's be clear. Jane Goodall was not a saint. Neither are we. She made mistakes. She admitted her frustrations. In fact, in the same Netflix interview, when asked directly if there were people she disliked, she laughed and said, "Of course." And if you haven't seen the special, you can fill in the blanks on who she didn't like. She was real. She was honest. And yet, through it all, she kept choosing gratitude. Not the sugar-coated kind, but the kind rooted in awareness, wisdom, and understanding of both the beauty and the pain of this world. And this November, as Soul Matters does gratitude, and as we gather with family and friends or chosen family, that's the kind of gratitude I would invite you to practice this year. The kind that doesn't ignore the suffering, but leans into it with care and intention. The kind that notices not just the burning forests, but the people planting the trees like they did in Altadena without her. The kind that doesn't just mourn what's been lost, but celebrates what still remains. And that gratitude, that real gratitude, isn't passive. It calls us, it propels us, it fuels us to action. Doesn't have to be dramatic action, but meaningful, personal, grounded action that take care of each other, to take care of this beautiful planet on which we live, to nurture whatever small part of life we can touch. I don't know about you, so sometimes I feel like I'm separate from this planet, right? But we are part of this world, not separated from it. We're not just consumers of nature or observers of beauty. We belong to it. We're part of the web. And that web is strong but fragile and needs us to show up. So I have an invitation for you on top of that grounded, rooted gratitude this year. It's borrowed from Marianne Williamson. It can be a prayer, it can be an invitation with your highest self. But every morning, Let this be your foundation. And ask yourself, what would you have me do? Where would you have me go? What would you have me say? And to whom? These questions will lead us to life not without pain, but a map on its way, fueled with gratitude. Not the hollow thank yous, but the gratitude that fueled Jane Goodall. And that can, I'd like to choose the word will, lead us to make a difference now more than ever. May it be so.
At UUCF, we embrace the possibility of a world filled with peace, acceptance, justice, love, and joy. By our financial commitment, we help this congregation make those possibilities real in a challenging world. A basket is being brought around the sanctuary, and there are payment options on the screens. Whatever you are able to give is received with gratitude. Thank you for your commitment and your generosity.
That's life. Isn't it, though? You come back up. Tyra's doing the moonwalk. Okay. So I've given some invitations this morning for you to think about. I think they're kind of simple, but profound as well. To wake up again. Now is not the time to bow out. Now is not the time to numb. We stand on the shoulders of spiritual and political and justice-oriented giants. The past is looking at us. The future is looking at us. So look around at the people near us, the trees outside, the community, this community that we are a part of, and to say, thank you. And then to ask, what will I do with this thanks? Jane Goodall gave us her answer. She gave her life. She spoke, she traveled, and she inspired, and she hoped, and she left us with a final blessing. Do your best while you're still on this planet. So may we do our best. May we live in gratitude, not just for the gifts we enjoy, but for the life that connects us all. May we act not because we have to fix everything, but because we can help. And may we remember in our ordinary, imperfect lives that we too can make a difference every single day. May it be so. And so, we now extinguish this chalice, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts wherever we may go. And so we say together, Amen, Shalom, Salam, Namaste, and blessed be.
For our closing hymn, we'll be singing hymn number 1064, Blue Boat Home. Please rise in mind, body, or spirit, and join us in singing. Now please join us for our social hour. Thank you, everyone.